Hi there, just a quick video to show you these box frames that I've been making. Hang on a minute, let me just get you it. So here we go, here's this box frame. I had a couple of requests on my wall to show people how I'd made this. So it's a normal box frame, but obviously the finished size is 4.5 by 6.5. So I'll just quickly show you how to make it. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of A4, and from that piece of A4 you're going to want to cut off 1.5 inches from one end. So just pop it in the trimmer, line it up 1.5 inches and cut off that one end. This piece you won't need, chuck it away. So then taking this piece here, really simply, we are going to take our scoreboard and you want to score 4 lines down. So you're scoring one at 1/2 inch, you're going to score the next one at 1 inch, the next one at 1.5, and the next one at 2. And you're going to repeat this on all 4 sides. So that's 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2. So, talk amongst yourselves whilst this is going on, isn't it? Sorry, I'm a bit in pain. I had a car accident this week and as a result my neck is not moving very well. And I'm not a happy bunny. Okay, 1/2, 1, 1.5 and 2. Right, then when you've still got it up here, what you want to do is you're going to be scoring a line at 2.5, but it's only going to come down the first 2 score lines. So you go in at 2.5 and you come down the first 2. Flip it around 180 and do the same on the other side. So it's 2, 2.5, come down the first 2. And you're going to need a corresponding one on this side. So what I normally do is line up the last line at 9 inches and then come down 2 here at 8.5. So you can see that I've not butted that up against the side. I've literally just lined up that last score line on the 9 and then came in at 8.5, so that I've got the same effect on the other side. So again, line that up at 9, take that one to 8.5, come down 2 score lines. And then you'll see you've got 4 score lines. There's 2 here and 2 here that only come down as far as the first 2 lines. So that's all your scoring done, you'll be pleased to know. Now, I find it easier at this stage to line the inside of the box. So if you wanted to do stamping onto this, if it was white card or something, you could stamp on there. I'm going to be using a really pretty piece of designer scrapbook paper that is in a new set that we've got, and it's just not quite the right size. Just let me shorten it a little bit. This is a new piece of designer scrapbook paper that comes from a great stack. The stack is called Scenic Scenery, and it's amazing photographic like images. So you've got wood there, you've got leaves. It's just such a beautiful stack. It's really pretty and lots of scenery views. So I've used one of the seaside views to pop in here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of snail and stick this down, because it's easier to stick it down now than it is trying to fit it in later. Okay, so that is stuck in there. So that shows you that that's the inside of my box. And then I'm going to flip this over and do some stamping, because if you look on my sample that I did here, I stamped some images. And again, it's much easier to stamp when it is flat like this than waiting and trying to stamp on it when it's formed. So I'm using some bubbles from the Playful Background set because it's a seaside one and I thought bubbles would be good. So I'm just going to put some bubble images all the way around my border. I'm also stamping on the bit that I know I'm going to be cutting off, but that's just to make sure that I've covered all of it. It's such a sweet set. Just creates a bubble effect all the way around. Oh dear, we didn't stamp very well there, did we? Let's try again. Let's stamp that one. There we go. So there's bubbles all around. Just give my stamp a quick clean and pop it back in its box. Because My new resolution is to make sure everything gets tidied away as we go. I wonder how long that'll last. Okay, so now what are we doing with this? So I want to explain how we cut away, and I'm not going to score the lines until I've cut away. So where you have, let's find a pair of scissors that we like. Okay, where you have the line that comes up, here we go, let's show you on this one. Can you see here, this is the line that we added the additional one. So there's your 4 lines and there's that extra one. What you're going to do is you're going to cut up that line so that, let's try and get this so you can see. Here we go, we're going to cut up that line so that goes as far as the second score line, and then we're going to go across in a diagonal to meet the third score line, top score line here, and then cut across here, and then cut out up here. So if I show you, you can see the piece I've cut off came down 2, across 1, and then down the final one, and then straight off here. And we're going to do that on all of the corners. So again, if I'll show you on this one, I'm going up 2, I'm going on the diagonal across to the third one, and I'm coming down to the fourth one, whoops, up here, and then I'm just going to cut straight along this line. So that makes that the edges of my box. So again, find the one that only goes on 2 score lines, cut along that one, then cut diagonally, and then cut up, and turn it round, and cut up all 4 score lines on the other side. So it takes that piece off. Last one. So again, up, diagonally across, down the last to the 4th one, and cut across. Here we go. So that's all of my cutting done. Those pieces can be discarded. You're going to need your bone folder because you want really nice crisp folds. So again, you're folding in. So these with nice crisp folds on all 4. I usually start on this side and fold across because they're coming in. And again, this one. And keep scoring. That's it, nearly there. Final one. Now, for double-sided tape, you are going to need a nice, strong double-sided tape. There is a lovely tape that I have that I'm trying to find you. Bear with, because it's rolled off the desk because the kittens had it. So now I have to look for the other roll of it, or fight a kitten for it. I don't think we'll be doing that. Okay, I can't find the tape I want. Where's it gone? Disappeared. Ah, here it is. I found it. As you were, callers. Okay, so this is our tear and tape adhesive that Stampin' Up! Make, and it's really, really good for this project because it holds it just firmly enough and you can manoeuvre yourself around. So you're going to put this, you could also use red line tape if you wanted to, but I'm just using this because it's easier. So you're going to put the tape on the final piece on all 4 of them, and it's really important that you try and get your tape right up to the edge. So you want it right as close to the fold as you can get it, because this will seal your picture frame beautifully. So I've got it all the way up to there, and then I've got another piece coming in here, and then the final piece in here. And of course this is so much easier to use than red line tape because you're not having to fight with it. Then the last bit you want to do is, you see as you fold across here, you've got a triangle piece that comes up. You want to put a little piece of tape underneath that triangle piece, so it comes here. So this will help you to secure your corners. And so it's on the inside, and it's a little bit of triangle tape coming across the triangular piece. So before you peel it, before you fold it in, peel these bits off so that they're ready to go. Oops. Hang on, sticky peely, there we go. Peel the last one off. And then this one, just bear with. Oh dear, getting there, slowly but surely. Hang on, Hallett, there we go. So, the first one that's coming in is this one over here on the left. And if I could peel the tape off, there we go. So it folds in on itself and it makes a little box. And you can then just push the box side down. And I'm tucking my fingers in just to make sure I get a nice neat square. Because you don't want to squish it down too much, but you want to get it square. So again, over here, fold it round till you get a nice square. And then push it down. If you want to, you can get a little bit of your bone folder and poke that in a little bit, but don't go too far in because you don't want to distort the square, or you could use a pencil. But that's nice and firm. And now I've got my final piece coming in here. And this one will work in exactly the same way, but as you come over, you'll see that the corner will close together on itself. And you will get a nice, neat seal. You can also do this with glue if you don't want to use double-sided tape, but you'll have to hold it until the glue sets. So that's not ideal. Would have helped if I'd folded that last one. Okay, so this one's coming up now. And again, push that corner down, and you can be quite firm with it now because it's a frame and it's made its frame. So there you go, there is your finished frame. This now just needs decorating, and to decorate I have stamped, I've used the Jar of Love stamp set, and I've stamped a little jar. You can see it's stamped in Bermuda Bay, and then I use Soft Sky here, and a little bit of soft suede here to do the best fishes, which I thought was a great pun. I love a bit of a pun. And then I stamped the little fish. These all have matching dies, so you don't have to worry about trying to fussy cut them all out. I'm going to put a dimensional on the little fish and stick him there. And then I'm going to pop this whole thing up on a dimensional to pop it in its frame. And it will just sit about there, I think. There you go. Oops, there is your finished picture frame. Let's take that dimensional off. It makes a great present, I think, and you can always flip this over and put a card image on the back or put a message on the back. But there you go, one finished frame. Thanks for watching. Bye.